Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Harris is taken to see Lucas by Kate. Brady and Theresa are at a loss about how to assist Tate. Chad sees through Alex. Holly is checked on by Eric in the hospital. Regarding Nicole's connection with Eric, EJ and Nicole dispute. When EJ visits Nicole, she has packed Holly's belongings, and he observes that Holly's condition has not changed. Nicole is prepared to leave, but not before EJ wants to talk about something he observed yesterday. He says he saw her with Eric at the hospital, and that he understands Holly's attachment to Eric. Nicole feels grateful for EJ's understanding. EJ admits that he felt uncomfortable when he saw her in Eric's arms. Nicole begs him to stop talking, making it clear that she is not interested in listening. EJ acknowledges his mistake and offers his apology. Nicole questions how he could be feeling envious at this particular moment. Nicole then acknowledges that Eric helped Holly while she was intoxicated and hungover on Christmas. Rafe, according to EJ, called him and stated they were interrogating Holly's high school pals, who acknowledged to having experimented with marijuana. Nicole seems surprised. She notes that at least marijuana is legal, but EJ reminds her that it is not allowed for anybody under the age of 21. Nicole remembers the morning she saw Holly ingesting what she thought were aspirin-containing pills. She questions whether Holly would use drugs to that extent. EJ tells her not to jump to any hasty judgments. Nicole comes to the realization that she could have been fooling herself about Holly's sincerity and innocence. She concedes that Holly might not be as innocent as she believed and that Tate is a nice little boy. After agreeing to meet her in the car, Nicole thinks it's time to head back to the hospital and leaves. Dear God, could Tate have been telling the truth? Asks EJ, wondering if Tate's assertions were accurate. Even though Holly is unconscious, Eric pays her a visit in the hospital and speaks with her. Recalling the first time she called him Daddy, he informs her that she is his little girl. He also says he's sorry for abandoning her and her mother in the belief that going to Africa was the correct decision. But he now understands that being Holly's father is the most essential thing in the world. After arriving later, Nicole and EJ head to Holly's room. After spending about an hour with her, Eric didn't want to leave her alone herself. Since Holly's condition hasn't changed, EJ advises looking into alternative choices. He called a few places, one of which being an Italian facility that saved his life while he was on the verge of death. When he told them about Holly's illness, they were really positive, and he thinks this renowned clinic can assist. Nicole says she needs to speak with Kayla first before she will entertain the option. Eric then proposes that they all pray together. Brady delivers some dark chocolate to Theresa. Although she refers to him as a mind reader, she can't quit worrying about their son. She acknowledges that it is internally killing her. Brady claims he would like to be able to engineer a jailbreak like the ones in the movies, but he is unsure of where to begin. Theresa quips that she would drive the getaway car. They wonder whether there were any signals they missed and if they could have stopped this from happening. Brady reassures Theresa not to place the responsibility on herself, as she begins to feel that she is to blame and has let their son down. He believes that he ought to have supported their son more. They think back to the evening when Tate was anticipating going on a date with Holly. Theresa, overcome with emotion over the whole thing, gives Brady an embrace. They both believe that they have been good parents, even if they have frequently given each other the runaround. Although they are aware of their imperfections, they are trying their hardest. They must believe in the innocence of their son. Brady and Theresa raise their chocolate toasts, resolving never to give up. Lucas asks Kate why she's there when she visits him. Lucas says no one knows what happened to Dimitri, assuming that's the case. Rumor has it that he is in Supermax. Kate makes it clear that she is there because someone wants to talk to Lucas, not to discuss Dimitri. Lucas brings up what transpired with Megan as Harris enters. Kate cuts her off and says she trusts Harris because he was one of the ones who helped save her life. After that, Harris says to Lucas that he is there to make a deal. Harris claims that Statesville is home to the person responsible for the drug epidemic in Salem. Harris gets Mayor Price's oak to move on, but he needs Lucas' assistance to obtain inside information. Hesitantly, Lucas informs Harris that snitches get stitches. Harris tells Lucas that he was once a jail informant, even though he realizes it's a lot to ask. Harris offers Lucas assistance in obtaining his release in exchange for his cooperation. But Lucas is still skeptical. Kate respects Lucas's choice to not endanger his life, but Lucas decides to start out slowly. Kate begs him not to, and Harris swears to keep him safe. Later, Lucas consents to assist Harris, and Kate approaches the guard. In the park, Chad and Thomas are having a ball game. Chad is concerned about his sister's reaction when Thomas proposes that they have guys' night every night. As Chad tells Thomas he loves him and is proud of him, Alex looks on. Thomas tosses the ball after they embrace. They suddenly see Alex appear out of nowhere, coming over to show Thomas a trick with the ball. Alex is invited to stay and play monkey in the middle with Thomas and the others. Chad and Alex had some alone time after the game. Chad asks him if he gets along with Theresa's child and thanks him for being kind with Thomas. Alex acknowledges that they haven't spoken much and that Theresa kicked him out for trying to be too supportive when he crossed a line. He's attempting to determine his place in all of this. Alex comments that they are not on good terms because Justin has been snapping at him, but Chad proposes that Alex ask him for help. After Chad starts talking about how he learned he was Stefano's son, Thomas returns and wants to play another round of monkey in the middle. Days in the Life, January 15, 2024 spoilers. Anxious Sloane receives counsel from Nicole and more. According to spoilers for Days of Our Lives, Kristen DeMira became enraged with Brady Black when he missed their scheduled date with Rachel Black. Brady stated he could explain, to which Kristen angrily replied. Kristen softened after Brady informed her about Holly Jonas' overdose and Tate Black's arrest. Kristen, on the other hand, kept reaching inside her purse as though she misplaced something. Could Marlena Evans discover later that it was a tape recorder? Marlena locates recorder following Tate Black's arrest. Days of Our Lives spoilers duo reveal that Kristen was able to obtain custody of Rachel. Brady obviously feels bad about pointing a gun at Rachel's mother. Days of Our Lives spoilers. After Brady's breakdown, Marlena finds a recorder and Kristen makes a messy mistake. Fans and the majority of Salemites are aware, though, that Kristen forced Brady to that point. Brady was granted parental rights but lost custody after a judge heard all of the details. Rachel was to go on a date with Brady. Brady, though, missed it since he was preoccupied with Holly's overdose and Tate's arrest. Diola tears, Kristen DeMira's fury. Once Brady arrived to Marlena and John Black's apartment, he started whining about not being able to see Tate. Then, Brady's date with Rachel was ruined by Kristen, who suddenly appeared and lost it. Brady then said he will provide an explanation. Although Kristen paid attention, it was obvious that she had anticipated something else from Brady's remarks. Brady Black explains that Kristen softened after learning about Holly's overdose and Tate's arrest in the Days of Our Lives spoilers. Then, when she was having a breakdown, Kristen reassured Brady that he was a terrific father. Brady said he wanted to visit Rachel so he could make amends. Kristen promised to give Rachel a full explanation. Brady then inquired as to Kristen's catch for her generosity. Kristen said there was no catch, although it was most likely a result of an issue with her initial plan. Duo spoilers. What did Marlena Evans find out? Kristen went to prepare to leave at the end of the scene. Kristen rummaged through her purse as though she was missing something crucial. After checking her pockets, Kristen began glancing at the floor. Kristen had her back to Brady. He didn't seem to notice. Could it be that Kristen lost it on Brady and wanted to document his justification? That could have been something Kristen held onto as leverage if Brady ever attempted to reclaim custody. It's also possible that Kristen was preparing to take away Brady's parental rights. But perhaps the villain paused when he heard what Brady was going through with Tate. Kristen left the penthouse without ever finding what she was looking for. Could Marlena manage to locate the recorder then? Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't miss any updates.